that.
Okie, let me just open this link up here.
And we'll wait for some viewers to come streaming in, and then we'll pause the music and do them good old introductions.
Okay, it says it's waiting for Mindy.
So yeah, it just went live, so it'll be like a 60-second delay.
Perfect. Let's just share it quickly.
Cool, back live. Alright, we're back on live. Let's get our music back running, game back running.
So
And
back.
I'm back on. We're live. And we'll just start the
Finally.
rest up now. Yeah, man, there's everything that you can count for except for ESCOM. Thankfully, we can provide our own power, can't we?
Yeah, so you
Anyway,
to generator power?
over to generator power. It's going to stay on for the next 2 to 3 hours. That should cover the whole of tonight's run. I figured we're just going to leave the Jenny on and not trust anyone else there. In the meantime, since this is your first time on my stream, G, why don't you do some introductions? Now that we got some viewers filtering in.
Yeah, I was just saying that it's super cool to come over and shoutcast with you. Like, I approve of your whole little streaming setup that you've set up to broadcast these versus gaming ladder games, because you know there's a lot of people playing CS:GO and not a lot of sort of casting of these kind of games, so really rad to be out here with you. And I think next time we do this, I'm going to be over at your house and we can sit together and have the same screen, because right now we don't have our ideal sort of setup, do we? But
Yeah, we're a bit out of sync here, but
I was feeling under the weather. I couldn't head over that side, but couldn't miss the opportunity to cast with good old Dom and teach him about a little bit of CS:GO with GMax.
exactly. And big ups to Gmax, because he was the guy who helped set me up streaming, get my stuff going, give me all the advice that was needed. So very grateful to have him here teaching me a little bit more every single time. And as you were saying, dude, I love casting these games, commentating on the ladder matches, because it brings out not only a bit of an understanding of the teams, it grows the community's awareness of who's out there, bit of information out there. So eventually when the teams we're casting make it into the big leagues and we see them properly on stage, we get a full understanding of where they've come from. You can trace their history back from the beginning of the year, so to speak, and that's the idea behind it. Just build more attention from the community. So thankfully we're back in game now, G, and I'm going to be moving over to the in-game footage. I see.
Cool. So yeah,
still,
I mean, we see the first map here is going to be Cache, which is always a fun map to shoutcast, and luckily it's not Nuke. I think trying to shoutcast Nuke not having the same sort of feeds would have been a little bit awkward, but this is going to be fun. Cache, always a sort of balanced out map, I feel, if you've got two teams that haven't kind of counter-stratted each other. I'm not too sure how many times Finesse has faced up against Evolve, but maybe we should just run down through these player lineups. I mean,
yeah, let's
right now,
take a look at that. So for any of our viewers who are rejoining us, we have casted Evolve before, so we're starting off with them with their captain Speeds, their primary Orpa Kullid, and the rest of the team, the Don, Hooligan, and Achilles. We have been informed that there may be a substitute later tonight with Dodge This. Evolve is a PE-based team. They've been playing for the last year, and it's their first time, from what I've heard from Speed, up against Finesse Gaming. George?
yeah, I've definitely got a little bit of experience with Finesse. I've shoutcasted them at the Matrix Valkyrie Challenge, which was brought to you by EveTech and Techel. That was like an all-girl gaming initiative. that took place between Amaryllis Gaming, and Finesse took the victory quite convincingly. That side, they're strong players. They've got strong carries, good aim. So I think this is going to be a good one. If you've seen Evolve play, I've seen Finesse play. We are going live, and we're about to kick things off. So Evolve, they've elected to upgrade one of their pistols. They've left a P250 on speed, but the rest of them just keeping Glock. Speed's also just kept up with a little bit of util. Rachel going to open things up with that headshot onto Achilles. Just these USPs at this sort of range just working out. Rachel goes ham just in this opening round, just finding these easy headshots at that long range engagement, getting control of middle, and forcing Evolve towards that B-bomb.
Rachel finally going down there, but a very efficient round from her.
Yeah, this is going to be good stuff from Evolve though. I mean, they do get the bomb down. That's $300 bills in the bank. It's all going to be up to speed, 8 HP. He's not going to do it against 3 Finesse ladies running onto site. They're going to get that easy defuse and the first round going the way of energy. So, yeah, solid start there.
But it all's not lost for the terrorists. They did get that bomb plant down. They have some economy in the bank. They can save out this round and save for the round 3 AK buy if they can drop that bomb plant again.
Yeah, 100%. If they just play this round out safe. Now, what we don't really like to see on these sort of eco rounds is a quick rush out. You do want to try and play it a little bit slow. If you do rush out just with Glocks into the SMGs, it can be really dangerous. Let's see what Evolve does here. They are electing to go with the Glock train. They're going to take an early fall to Angel Wings with that runners. They do pick up one, but now Casey just cleaning things up. Casey with the cheeky little 3K.
Very good move by Casey there, as well as if you spot Rachel sneaking in through the vents and getting some 2 very easy pickoffs there. But this is going to be the first round the terrorists can compete. They got those AK buys on everyone except for Hooligan, from the looks of that. What's going on with him?
Yeah, he's just electing to stick to a UMP. Some players like to play with UMPs. I like to play with the P90, so I can't judge. So it's all up to Evolve, of course, playing on the terrorist side. Just dictate the pace of the map. It's nice to see them playing things a little bit slow, trying to play for the early picks and open from Achilles onto Angel Wings. That AK-47 working out for him. He doesn't trade out any of his HP. They do have some nice util to use, and you'll see that smoke going out towards CT. The Molotov going to clear the back of the generator. Casey's boosted quite close up here. Going to take an early fall down to speed, and they've got control of this B bomb site now. Rachel going to pick up 1, make that 2 as Hooligan and Colored fall down to that UMP. Need to now hold this bomb site. 3 on 3. Salty Monkey down to 74 HP. Nice use of that molly from Kristen. Not going to force Don off the back of sight. Speed posted just underneath Blue, and Salty drops speed. Rachel drops speed, and now the Don has to peek out. Once again, the trifecta from Energy just going to come out, and they're going to get that defuse. So that's the buy round from Evolve lost. And fortunately for them, that's not what they wanted. They did get the bomb down, but post plant just couldn't hold it off.
Big hit for their economy, and I'm loving the synergy that Finesse is pulling off. Their timing on breaching the rooms together is on point. You can see they've had a lot of time playing together, which is interesting that we found out that 2 of the members on Finesse's team are actually from their substitute group. So it's good to see that even though it's not their first string lineup of all 5 players, their subs still can hold that teamwork together, hold that synergy, time it out perfectly with one another. Interesting grenade from Rachel. Molotoving boost there. Haven't seen that play before.
What? Have you never seen that? It's nice, because if they try and counter boost that, they're forced to literally wait it out. Achilles is going to go for the repeat, though. His head pops up. Rachel spots his head. And nice little shot from her to take him down. So that opens things up. Does trade out with some of her HP. Didn't get the spot off, but down to 34. Now, what Evolve can do. Hooligan going to peek out towards that A main area. Khaled is boosted up with the Deagle. Going to try and contest against Rachel. She's pretty low, but Khaled now takes a big knock.
A very risky play there, because even with the helmet on, that AK is going to be one-shot headshot. You're down, boy.
Yeah, now 4 players now heading towards this A bomb site. And Energy, they've called this. They're going to throw the Molotov to just slow him down, running out of mouth. And not a lot to work with. Khaled, the only guy with something, and that's that Desert Eagle. But he's down to 20 HP. Don carrying the bomb. They're trying to look for a bomb plant here. They want to try and get a little bit of economy going here. But Kristen with a nice pop flash gets 1, gets 2. As 2 Evolve players hit today, switches out to the P250, makes that 3, goes for the 4K, but Rachel gonna steal that from her. So nice from Rachel, 2K, and Kristen with a cheeky 3. So things working out for Energy at this point of the game. They're just playing this very passively on the CT side. You don't see them pushing out. They wait for Evolve to, you know, sort of call the shots, and good rotations coming in. So
Take a look at the buys coming out of Evolve. They've obviously had that slight boost from the 4-round loss streak, and now we see 2 AWPs on their new economy there, Khaled and Speed, and it pays off for Khaled, that head onto Salty Monkey.
yeah, for him, getting that AWP, very risky at this point of the game, but, you know, you need to do something. The double AWP setup coming out on a T side is a little bit unorthodox, but I like what they've done here. Sent 1 out towards the B bomb site, check towards Checkers, the other one lurking obviously up onto Boost, got the opener onto Salty Monkey, and now 2 players forced to stay on A, 1 towards mid, and 1 out towards that B bomb site. So Evolves, they've called this in terms of Casey and Rachel holding things down. The Don falls. Achilles does get a refrag, but Rachel's there to clean things up. And now 2 left for Evolve. Speed and Hooligan, AWP, and cheeky little, what they like to call the COD gun, right?
The COD gun?
The SG553 with the ability to aim down the sights. They call it a COD gun. I approve of this gun as well. I've used it a couple times, so no shade from me. Trying to make their way out towards this A apartment, or A main area. Rachel's going to be waiting by NDK, but Speed lives up to his name. Quick flick with that AWP. And now they've made space towards A, but rotations forced from Finesse. Gonna play this passively there. Casey just waits, gets the spray down from Toxic. She's tagged Hooligan down low. Speed also down 21 HP. He's gonna pick Casey up now. 1 versus 2. They need to get that bomb down. 5 seconds to work with. Make that 4 Angel Wings and clean things up and keep that clean sweep going. 5 rounds to 0.
That was a very expensive round for the Terrorists. They invested a lot. It was their do or die moment, and they're going to be sitting on very low economy for the next round, even 2 rounds going from now. And we see Angel Wings did steal that AWP off them, so we have Salty Monkey AWPing from the counter-terrorist side. She will take mid, I'd assume.
Yeah, just going to hold out from headshots. See if they're going to do that boost that they've done twice. Achilles opens things up once again. Kristen falls. Very aggressive peek actually coming out from her as she stepped into A main. Just going to open things up once again towards that A bomb side. It looks like Evolve favors to play towards here. They do have 2 players lurking out towards middle. Achilles really going ham. Yeah, he's picked up a little 2K. Rachel, another dangerous player, dropped down. Make that a 3K as Casey hits the deck as well. Salty Monkey working hard though with that AWP. Angel Wings, unfortunately the last lady alive here. This looks like a strong round coming in from Evolve, as Angel Wings gonna get taken down by Hooligans. So Evolve on the board.
They have made their first round there. Brilliant, brilliant. So I see Hooligan re-stealing the AWP there that was sitting, and getting a beautiful shot off at the end. What definitely interests me there is the use of Squeaky. Not giving away anything when Speed snuck through Squeaky there. We see double AWP set up on the counter-terrorist now, G.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. I've seen that a few times, and it can be used effectively. You are playing on the passive side. Look at this, though. There is a little lurk coming in from Evolve this time, and Speed going to pick up that kill on Angel when she's playing aggressively in Checkers. I say aggressively, it wasn't aggressive, it was kind of passive, but there was a smoke, so should have been a little bit more cover. Big rotation though, as all 5 of them now elect to head back towards that A main. Speed has paid with a little bit of his life. He's down to 12 HP. Salty Monkey for Finesse. Tagged down to just 26. They do all have kits to work with, so they can, you know, play it safe, do a retake from Finesse. Nades coming in to do a little bit of damage as Evolve make their way onto Sidecheck. Color going to throw that deep flash towards the back of car. That bomb going to get the planted now. Salty Monkey, aggressively peeking on top of those that catwalk area. So Rachel going to find speed though as Evolve trades down to Casey, and Rachel hits the deck from Hooligan now. It's a 4 versus 1. Kristen, that AWP, not electing to save it here. Going to try and take the peek. Khaled, he's got the angle here, and he's just going to try and not let her escape with this. It's done again once, and Khaled going to find Kristen's head and Evolve. Quickly answers back for the second round.
Seems they're finally finding their strides there. A very risky play there, giving away your position with the first missed off shot, unfortunately, and then she had no way of re-exiting that corner because they knew where she was. Perhaps economy would have been the better route on her around there. We do see the cheeky little comment from Rachel on the side there saying 1v1 me, and that she was eating her Big Mac.
It's going to be a save round though from Finesse though. They're electing to just rush it out together towards middle. They have traded 1v1, picked up an 8-47 on Casey though, but going to get taken down by Achilles. Khaled did pay with his life as well. Now Kristen, the last lady alive with that deagle in hand, and she is in trouble. They are hunting towards her. He's going to come in, and Achilles going to be the man to finish her off. So yeah, that's what you kind of would expect of a pistol round, especially one that you all went out the same sort of choke point. Everyone knew where they were. Now it's time for the buy from Energy, and Evolve going to take anything they can. I mean, they're catching up here. 3 rounds to their name. They're still looking strong economy-wise. You see Hooligan, he doesn't favor the AK-47. He quite likes that SSG, so he's going to just stick with that for now. And that bomb hits once again out towards like that A main area. It looks like Speed going to just lurk out towards Toxic.
I see what you mean, G. It's a very unusual gun combination that the terrorists do have going on Evolve's side. Hooligan obviously must have that as his pocket pick, but also they constantly go for a double orb setup.
Yeah, if it works for you, it works for you. There's teams that, you know, effectively use it. I haven't seen Evolve play enough to say whether, you know, it's a new thing or not. Khaled does look strong with it though, as Salty Monkey hits the deck pretty early on here, going up towards this A-bomb site. The rotation coming in from Kristen though, from the squeaky door, could catch them off guard. Hooligan hasn't checked it out yet. He's going to go for the bomb plant. I like this play though, she just stays there with that deagle in hand. Couldn't afford anything. Still a little bit to work with though from Finesse's side. Kristen going to throw that pop flash out from squeaky doors. Rachel comes in from Toxic, gets one, slots out the second with a nice odd shot there onto Khaled's head. And now just 1 to go, and Hooligan hits the deck as we'll make that 2 speed. He comes up from mid. They do have time here to defuse. This is why you want to defuse kits, Mindy.
Cuts the time in half, doesn't it?
With the cheeky 4K and bomb defuse. So that's a nice answer back round after losing, you know, the last 2. One, of course, being a save. But
so
things
the bomb
strong.
explodes after what, 40 seconds, doesn't it, G? So she started the defuse there 31 seconds after it was planted. So without the defuse there, they wouldn't have taken that round.
I like it when you get all analytical with me. That's what I like. I like it.
They literally would have been 1 second shy of defusing that bomb. That defuse kit paid for itself in spades.
100%. You see that Molly once again just going out towards the top of boost. Angel Wing's going to open things up, finding that kill on speed. But Achilles going to peek out towards A main and just find Kristen on those boosted boxes. So Achilles playing really, really well for the side of Evolve. He's got 14 kills. The closest behind him being Speed with 5. So this man's playing out of his mind. Khaled though, he wants to catch up. Gets another with that AWP to arm Casey. So you know, I said I haven't seen them play, but Khaled looking pretty strong with the AWP at this point. Rachel going to step out, the nade going past her towards A main. Looks like that bomb wants to go once again, Mindy, towards that A main. This is where Evolve likes to play, but they're gonna face up against Rachel, and Ray no-chill at this point as Angel Wings hits the deck, Salty Monkey hits the deck, all on Rachel now, not able to do it. Does pick up another 3k, so 4k on the previous round, 3k now.
It was definitely down to that 2v1 final situation that pushed it over for Rachel.
It's difficult to clutch those when there's 5 or 3 enemy terrorists just running at you onto that bomb site. So Evolve, this sort of rush in strat works for them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not really well executed as such, but if they get enough bodies onto site,
they definitely do seem to overwhelm Finesse. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Achilles being that good guy, buying an AWP for Kullet is definitely his weapon of choice, and since he's got the economy to do so, a big donation there from him. We see another economy round coming out from Finesse, and instead of the previous economy where they rushed it.
It's kind of like a pistol buy round, because they haven't just elected to stay with the USPs. They've got 5-7s and they've got deagles. Do not discount this round. I've seen disgusting things happen. He's actually going to open things up onto Achilles, just waiting for that. Now going to get an AK-47 for her trouble as well. Oh, cheeky Kobe coming in from the Don as he finds Rachel with that. Not looking too bad for Finesse though on this save. As Mindy called it, it's more like that pistol, I know what I can do. Kristen going to hit the deck to the back of the AWP. But it is 3 versus 3 on what you would expect
to be favored in the terrorist side.
Look at that. Casey just using that 5-7 at range, keeping the shots controlled. Salty Monkey cleaning up, using the AK-47 that she picked up. So I feel like...
I stand completely corrected. Completely corrected. For a round that it looked like the weapons were in the terrorist favor, those pistols did a lot of work.
Pistols are disgusting, and in the hands of that energy Finesse aim, very, very, very dangerous for Evolve.
So I see a timeout has been called. I heard recently there's been some patches into Counter-Strike, particularly on the pistol side of things. Is that what we just saw? Is this because weapons have been unbalanced, or?
They changed the P250 and they changed the Glock. So if we see a save, which we should come out of Evolve here, the Glock kind of at long range is useless, but up close, it's apparently now a headshot machine. So not for me. When I play with it, it's not a headshot machine. It shoots marshmallows. So no big changes there. P250s apparently are a little bit different, but on that previous round, it was literally just down to those 5-7s and the one cheeky deek.
While you talk there, I'm quickly going to just reopen my YouTube chat so we can get some feedback from any of our viewers, if that does come through. Their timeout is...
So far, we've had some good viewership here. 17 people still watching. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to Mindy's channel. He does this casting thing for these games that no one else gets to see, and it's a fantastic initiative in the scene. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and give some feedback, things that you want to see. There's going to be a quick pistol rush in here, quickly coming into B. The spray down not working out. And look at that, the P250 buy-up coming in from Evolve, working out as they pick up 2 kills. Going to get the bomb plant as well, so that's going to work out for them. $300 bills in their bank account as the retake starts to happen. Rachel opens things up onto the Don, and 3 remain for Evolve here.
I have a completely new respect for pistols all of a sudden, G. I always thought those were more of a donation, but...
And Rachel running into side here as they're just going to clean things up. One alive, that's Khaled. He drops down to Kristen. Defuse kits once again. Always keep a defuse kit there. Even if they didn't, they would have won the round. But what I'm saying is always have a defuse kit.
Definitely worth it. They had time to spare on that one. Unfortunately, that was only about a 14-second plant, so they had enough to defuse it and defuse again with the defuse kit there.
A double defuse.
I've actually seen that once or twice. I was playing with someone on a random server. He was shouting at me in Russian. I started defusing. He said, "Let me defuse. I have a kit." And I realized he just wants the money for defusing. I didn't realize that when he shot me to...
Extra points. Rachel going to mess up her Molotov, unfortunately, this time. And that's going to allow the boost to happen from Khaled. He's got himself into his position. That Molotov not slowing him down. But the Don, he's tagged down to 16 HP up towards main. So he's not looking very happy right now, Mindy.
Full AK buy-up from the terrorists. Still a definite powerhouse weapon for them. I want to see if Khaled can get any. Oof.
Through the smoke, the Don finally gets dropped down. Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries there. That must have been a beautiful shot to see.
It was just beautiful. I was watching from her perspective. Rachel going, Casey joins in, and Finesse shot against the buy round of Evolve.
So I see Rachel very often spams into the walls there. Those walls must be paper thin if they can shoot through them.
Oh, but that aggressive peek, and they are. You can fire through them, and they're good pre-fire spots. Speed gonna just pick her up, trying to peek towards that middle position, and now that bomb slowly makes its way towards B. But two Finesse players locking this down. Angel Wings and Casey just waiting for this. Casey gets Hooligan and Speed with Molly in hand, gonna get dropped down by Angel Wings. So good passive hold coming in. Good read to know that they were rotating around. They lost Rachel in the middle and knew where they were going. So good show up here from Energy Finesse. Like I said to you before, I was excited to see them play. And not disappointed, man. Not disappointed.
I almost thought we were going to have another pistol round from the terrace there. I was getting excited. There seems to be a limited economy. That would be due to the fact we're almost at the end of the rounds, and maybe they're desperately trying to get a couple more before the swap over. Salty. Oof.
Dude,
made him pay for that peak.
Yeah.
Is it reaching the point where that mid boost is getting slightly predictable for them?
It is definitely predictable. If there's no Molly slowing them down, Khaled is trying to peek up there every round, and if he doesn't have an AWP to contest with, it doesn't work out for them. They do have SMGs and one Deagle to work with here, and of course a player down. This is not looking good for Evolve, but don't discount it just yet. Killy's down to just 10 HP. Angel Wings, she's on 2, so there's damage done. Casey gonna just drop the Don. Sorry, Mindy, you go.
Now, unfortunately there, as we swapped over to catch Achilles being dropped, it seemed that my spectate dropped, so I'm just going to be loading back into Counter-Strike right now. Just loving all these technical issues that are popping up tonight. It's always something new to deal with every stream.
Welcome to the world of shoutcasting.
Now, this is the first time we are live spectating and put a manual delay on it as opposed to going through GoTV. That's due to anyone who streamed in or tuned in on our Monday streams. It seems there were some server issues with regarding to GoTV. So we're testing it out, live spectating the maps now. Just loading in at the last couple seconds there. In the meantime, G, what happened at the end of that round that we missed?
You didn't miss too much. Angel Wings went for a nice little spray down through the smoke towards Checkers, and they closed out another round. So 10-4 coming into this last half. Or coming in towards the halftime break with the team switched around. You definitely want to have more than 4 rounds outside of the terrorists. So I feel Khaled, he knows that too. Almost agreed with me as he opens up onto Angel Wings. Making their way. Look at this, a nice little lurk actually coming in from Evolve. Waiting out towards this B side, but trying to take this engagement with an SMG up against that AWP. Salty Monkey gets the easy 2K. And the bomb, it actually made a big rotation. It was going out A main, then came back towards B. They thought they had the opener with Angel Wings dropping down, but there was a 3-lady stack out towards that B bomb site. So that's forced them now to go for a slow rotation round. Of course, not making any noise. They didn't want to alert Finesse to what they were doing, but good patient play coming in from Kristen. She's still on this A bomb side, hasn't made a sound or rotated. The quick run around coming in Speed and Achilles going ham on those 2 ladies. Not going to get the bomb plant. So this is working out for Evolve. Rachel on the attack, drops Hooligan down. Now it's a 2v2 with a little bit of intel. They know where Rachel is, but Speed elects to try and switch out for a gun and pays with his life. Achilles now 1 versus 2. He spots out both players. Casey gets that kill, and the defuse now going to come in and make this an 11-4 half. I feel that Energy is going to be more than happy with that CT performance.
A very good performance with them there. Yes, they're going in with a major advantage. But as everyone says, new half, everything's set back to equal. There's no economy to go, and it's all down to the players from there. Very interesting play there. As you mentioned, sneaking around, walking very, very softly is something I got to pick up on myself. But
yes,
that little drop,
when we play Counter-Strike Go,
as I do in real life, as I have in games. Yeah, I'm consistent, if anything.
Very loud player.
Then in terms of that little flashbang, it was very interesting to me. Just like
The
drop
pop
it
flash.
round the corner.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, the pop flash. That's something you need to be able to do now in Counter Strike. And this is going to be a very big round for the side of the counter terrorists, because this is the pistol round, Mindy. If they do not win this, it's a very, very expensive couple of rounds to try and get to that buy. So these Glocks are rushing out towards this A bomb site there. Volve doing well to just slow it down. Hooligan and Khaled opening up into KC and Kristen, putting the North on the back foot. Salty Monkey answers back. Angel Wings joining in, but Khaled, he's still going ham. 2v2, Rachel down to 20 HP. That bomb still not on the bomb site. And Achilles going to pick up Angel Wings with that bomb. That's a critical kill for him, leaving Rachel 20 HP and a dream. P250 in hand, trying to make something happen here.
Gee,
But
it's definitely
unfortunately-
something that those terrorists wanted to do. They needed to get that bomb down for that economy boost at the beginning.
100%, but Evolve needed to win this harder than Energy did, because if they didn't, it was going to be expensive. Rachel going to get a nice little flick round onto Colored, but dropped down by Achilles in return. 20 HP to work with. Not much you can do there. The bomb was locked down, and Evolve very, very happy that they won that round. They're going to force up now to pick up the SMGs. There was no bomb plant from those terrorists, so you would, yeah, as we expected, they're going to force up with 3 Desert Eagles and leave the balance using those P250s.
So we have Casey and Salty saving up for the next round, and the rest of their team investing whatever they can. The terrorists going full, what's that, Mac 10 buy?
Did you say Casey and Salty are saving?
Isn't that what they're doing? They're going to save a bit of
not
economy?
really.
Not really. Just they had
250
nothing to do.
$230.
Ooh,
Maybe
that
they
is
can
rough.
afford the armor. So you see, they've got full helmets as well with their P250s. Kristen's got a Deagle with no helmet, so that could...
So the balance, their choices was a helmet or a gun, basically. That is a...
100%. Salty Monkey going to fall early to an SMG, and a big rotation going to be forced out now from the Energy.
I'm just watching a little bit of play happening here at Squeaky G with one player opening the door from one side and the other one closing it on the other, forcing Kristen to do a rotation there.
A little bit of a bait fish going down. Rachel going to find Hooligan with that Desert Eagle. Speed also hits the deck, and now things are looking good. Look at these pistols working out. The Don, though, he's going to find Rachel. She was looking dangerous. The 2K queen right there. But Kristen going to answer back. Angel Wings with a disgusting little 1v as well. And that is going to be a pistol round once again, working out as a surprise to Mindy.
So you see, so far in the scrim, what I've learned is if you really want to win a round, just go full pistols.
And yeah, dude, just buy pistols. That's all you need. But now look, the odds have turned. It's going to be, I don't know if Hooligan meant to buy that. The rest of his team kind of going with the pistols. It is a force. Achilles is forced to UMP as well. They're going to be up against the AK-47s and Kristen's Deagle. This is an interesting buy coming out from Evolve, because they don't have a lot of rounds to play with, and they kind of just had their economy fully reset. So yeah, it's kind of critical for them to now win this force-up fight that they've done. Rachel, that AK-47, so dangerous at range here, especially if they have armor, they don't have armor, head armor or not. Headshot's a headshot.
That's the way the AK works.
Yeah, Achilles waits up, does pick up a kill. He's going to throw over the UMP to his teammate, switch out for that AK-47. Does spot out Angel Wings. She jumps towards as Monkey finds Colored and as Wolf. Nice little transfer towards Achilles as well. So that bomb now going to go down on this A bomb site. The retake now needs to happen. This is looking strong for Energy and Speed. The last man left alive. Just a cheeky P2000 in hand, Mindy.
Ooh, let's see what the captain of Evolve can do. If he can draw blood at the very least. Sees himself walking through a battlefield here.
Oh, he's not. He's going to go for another long-range engagement against an AK-47, and that's not going to work out. Angel Wings closes out the 13th round, and just 3 to go for Energy now.
Can't
Looking
be a
strong.
good choice there at all, trying to get the long distance on the AK. Fires almost as strong as a sniper, doesn't it? Full AK buy-ups from the terrorists. They've got their momentum and they're going for it. A lot of utility coming up as well there.
Yeah, it's good use of utility as well, staging it to make sure that you don't waste it all at the start of a round. Have a little bit to work with towards the end, especially when you want to execute out and you've been waiting and lurking. So Rachel opens up onto speed. He was boosted up in heaven, so things are looking strong for energy towards this B-bomb side at this stage. We would say Hooligan, he's going to drop down as well. As Smoke clears the way from the rotation. If they come in, a nice pop flash coming in from Rachel. Doesn't check above her, going to drop down as Achilles and Colored rain in. USP in hand for Colored. Achilles has upgraded to that AK-47 in Z. The bomb goes down on the A-bomb side. So 3 versus 2. Play passively. You are Finesse. And you want to play aggressively. You are Evolve. And that's what Colored does. Tries to get something with that USP. Doesn't manage to do it. Does damage Angel Wings marginally. As if he had thrown the pistol at her. 79 HP. 1 versus 3 clutch. Achilles has an AK. Does he elect to save this coming into the next round?
This was an economy round for them, so even if
No, it's an economy round, but if you can save an AK-47, that's even more bonus to your team. Energy might want to hunt him down, try and prevent him from saving this, but he's checking all his angles. He feels safe, and yeah, good save, keeping that AK-47 for Evolve.
so the AK goes across to Colored. Oh no, he was bought an AWP. Achilles keeping his AK, puts his AWP on his AWPer. This is what could be a deciding round because it will mean that Finesse has at very least tied this first scrim.
Is there no overtime in these games?
I haven't actually experienced an overtime yet, G. So, oof. Achilles dropping very quickly to Salty.
Overtime in Billosoft, so we might have overtime in there. But like you
that
said,
would be a very big call.
It starts a long journey for Evolve to try and get back up to that stage, considering they need to triple their score in terms of rounds. Colored, though, opens things up. That AWP working with Rachel. Like I said to you, he is by the looks of things, a strong AWP player. We've seen him with the other guns, not looking so strong. The Kobe coming in from Kristen, though, onto Hooligan. I love Kobe kills. Colored picks up another with that AWP, but Salty Monkey answers back onto the Don. And now Colored, the last man alive with that AWP in hand. On a 2K, though, electing to try and check this angle. Gonna find it onto Kristen. Nice quick play from him. They now have good intelligence, this Finesse, as to where this AWP player is waiting. Not going to play and peek. They're not going to lose their guns. Play it with Finesse. You said I did there?
Oh, well done there, Jin. Puns of damage, George.
I swear you just called me Jin. I don't know.
I don't know what goes on there either. I'm just fascinated at watching an AWP of this quality. I wish I could hit anyone with any gun that well.
Colored on a 4K, almost cleaning up. Salty Monkey gonna survive with the AWP. But 15 rounds on the scoreboard for them. They're gonna be feeling mighty confident. I don't think there's timeouts left. Do they have more than one timeout? Do we know? I don't know.
I think due to the fact that it is scrim, they could be quite lenient as that. I'm not sure what the server said to.
Why don't you press tab on the scoreboard for your viewers?
Oh, got to remind me on this, George. You're here to teach me what's happening. As we can see,
let's run down through those scores. Rachel
working with the potato.
30 bomb. Yeah, working with the potato. 29 for 13. Salty Monkey 19 for 9. Casey 16 for 11. Angel Wings 12 for 11. And Kristen 10 for 11. So all showing up to the party. Achilles for his team.
Live now.
And we are back.
Yeah, so I'm having a wonderful evening. Thank you very much to Escom for bringing me back and forward on this stream. I think the next investment that is required from me is something along the lines of a UPS.
A USP. Oh no, that's Counter-Strike, my bad. UPS, you got it.
Well, I'm glad that's where your mind is, G, because that's where it should be. I only wish that I could keep my mind and game in it as well. Wonderful timing as well on the very last round.
Last round, we are so sorry, chat. Like, there's nothing worse than dropping on the last round. We cannot apologize more. It was out of our control, but we are back and going over to Mirage. You saw the scoreboard before the end of the last round. Unfortunately, we couldn't update you with the last round score, but Energy they just kind of walked over good old Evolve on cash. So time for Evolve to try and find something here.
It was a very dominating display by Finesse
I
there.
I called it prior to, like, before you even told me I didn't even know who you were casting tonight, right?
You did.
And then when you told me, and I was just like, oh, let's go energy. Boop, boop.
It was very good to see, and I see that you do have a bit of a history with energy, so you know the players there.
Yeah, dude, cool gaming teams, dude.
They terrify me, man. They terrify me.
I've got much respect for them. Like, there's teams putting in hard work. My girlfriend's part of Voodoo Dolls, and they're getting coached by energy and bravado players and practicing smokes and putting in real hard work to up their Counter-Strike levels. And dude, the aim of these young ladies, and honestly, it's disgusting. Like, I feel like an old man when I play Counter-Strike nowadays.
It's actually so good to hear and see from you, man, because I've always been about getting the gaming community to grow a little bit. I spent
Is it like super laggy on your stream, on your side?
I don't see any lag at the moment. Just looking at my FPS count is fine. We're not getting any loss or pings. We can get some comments from the spectators. Are we getting anything on the YouTube chat? I don't have that open at the moment. I didn't set up everything after the power dropped on the reset. I went into stream as quickly as possible.
It all looks good.
All right, that's great to hear. I see Volve there having a bit of a comedy moment, selfie time, as we wait for them to ready up.
Ian for the win, says Zaldine. Thanks everybody for tuning in so far. It's been a good night of Counter-Strike. We're going on to map 2. The best of 3, right? Or best of 2, best of 3, best of 2, best of 3?
So far I've seen best of 2s. It's 2 scrim maps that they play, and then we'll have a bit of chat to both of the captains afterwards. Something that we have been thinking of doing since I have G with me here is we want to do a game giveaway tonight.
Oh yeah,
so
we're gonna rain with some game giveaways.
We're gonna check. We have the very low target of about 5 additional subscribers to the channel. We're gonna check after the stream. There will be 50 subscribers. I believe in you, Guy, and we're gonna be giving away a couple of games. We have reached 50. That's fantastic to hear. So the game giveaways will be happening. We'll do a couple games tonight, and we'll just quickly talk through what we're doing while we have some very interesting playing happening between the teams. Building a pyramid and dropping it down.
Pyramid scheme. A little bit of lag, says Queen. Sorry, Queen. Can you fix your stuff, please, Mindy? Queen is lagging. Thank you.
Yeah, well, let's tweak that out there. We're just upping the bitrate being transferred here. Well, up from about 6.5 to 8. That should fix things in terms of that.
Basically, my shoutcasting requirements is anyone that is size 15 shoes. It's both you and Tiny. Massive shoes, massive human beings.
A lot of love to go around. So we see the knife round is going live. See who wins it from there. In the meantime, we'll let some of the viewers decide what games you're going to give away. I've always been a big supporter of a program called the Humble Bundle. It takes a small amount of any of your proceeds to charity. What they also do is every couple of weeks, in fact, in the last 2 weeks, they give away random games for absolutely free. If you can get there within the first 6 hours, 12 hours, they say take a Steam key and go.
What?
So what we're going to do is we're going to give away some of the free games that Humble Bundle has been giving away recently. We got some spare codes, as well as 1 or 2 games from our childhood. Gee, just because I've known you for so long, I feel like I'm going to give you the opportunity to give away to a viewer of your choice of an old arcade game called Metal Slug. Do you remember playing that? Metal Slug 10th edition anniversary.
You can't let me choose because I'm biased. We have to do it by a random name generator.
A random name generator. Well, we'll put that up there. Yeah, so we see the knife round once again went to Evolve, and they choose to...
Did the knife round go to Evolve?
Oh, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Evolved. It looked like there were a couple counter-terrorists staying, but maybe if they swapped over already. Whoever was counter-terrorist, one counter-terrorist. And we see Evolve on the side of the CT, and Finesse on terrorist. I haven't been able to commentate on this map before, G. Will you be able to tell me, is this favoring either of the two sides?
You do the same thing that Tiny does to me, where I kind of have to like
make it up on the spot.
But it all comes down to what gun you like to play with, I guess. If you favor the AK, you can make a T side work wherever you are. If you play a very passive CT side and you lock it down and make sure you cover your angles, Speed going to open things up into pistols here. That's going to be good for them, but Rachel going to trade out on the Don. So 4v4 still, Speed down to 13 HP. Angel Wings almost shoots Rachel. Color going to drop Casey as she tries to plant the bomb. Actually, the bomb does go down. My bad. It was just a rotation coming in. I was doing some bad observing from my own side. Rachel going to drop Hooligan down, leaving Colored and Speed the last two alive. Colored finds Angel Wings, using that USP at distance. Salty Monkey tucked to the back of Tetris, not quite going up. Yes, going to spot her. Now going to try and trade out. Salty Monkey using that block, finding one, make that two. Colored and Speed drop down. That's a 2k for Colored, 3k for Rachel, 2k for Salty Monkey.
A very powerful round from the terrorists there, allowing them to spend a bit of their money.
PUBG part of giveaway. Maybe at when Mindy hits many more subs, he'll do a PUBG giveaway.
A PUBG giveaway. So giving away somewhat crates or actual game. We can do that. We can get a couple copies of that. G. I think the best way to do some PUBG giveaways is let's have a combo stream at some time between some of the PUBG players and streamers, and we'll let each streamer give away a copy of PUBG.
Yes, that will be cool.
Keep in touch with me. Make sure what you do then is you follow, like and subscribe onto Gmax's channel, because I'll be giving him the opportunity to announce when we're doing a combo stream, and there will be 4 copies of PUBG given away on that evening.
I didn't even have to self-plug my YouTube channel. Mindy did it for
There
me.
was some cross-like and subscribing there.
Yeah, Angel Wings gonna open things up. As, Speed hits the deck as well. Salty Monkey and Rachel go ham on him. Leaving Hooligan low as just energy runs right over the save round, having to come out from the CT forces here. Last man alive, Hooligan. He's up towards the back of B. Gonna get dropped down by Salty Monkey. Quick and easy round for Finesse. They're looking to make this a 2-0. I can see it in their eyes.
Definitely some big match temperament going in there. They got their momentum running over from the last game, and they just not giving Evolve a moment to breathe at the moment. So, G, explain to me now. So, Energy have the economy, definitely, but they choose to still take to the submachine guns.
Well, you don't wanna force up to AKs against the full save coming out from the counter terrorists, because if you do lose a gun, you don't want to just give away an AK easily to someone saving with USTs. You know what I mean? So you see, Khaled's already picked up Salty Monkey. That's one for them. He could trade out to a gun if he could get onto site, but he can't because they're now going ham. Speed has found Kristen. Now leveled things out to a 3v3. Pistol's working out. Angel Wings says no to Speed, trying to push out from jungle.
Caught down with a molly in his hand again.
Yeah, the last 2 CT players out towards that CT side, actually. One boosted up towards Ticket Booth. That would be Khaled. Hooligan coming in from lower CT stairs. Just using the fire to kind of cover him. They're going to go for the double peek. Rachel going to find one. Make it 2.
Mows them down, doesn't she?
Mow down. I have a nickname for Rachel, which is Ray Nochel, because you saw in the previous game, Cheeky 30 Bomb just goes ham.
Doesn't have any worries. I see Khaled there picking up what's that? Some sort of a bullpup, isn't it?
Are you talking about the second card gun?
This the second card gun. So is this the CT version of the card gun?
Yeah, dude, it's got some nice tap ability if you just tap. So Kristen is going to use her tap. Khaled's going to answer back. Tap. Where's my orc gun?
So is this like the beginner player's sniper rifle that he's got going there?
Don't use the word beginner player in the same sentence. Angel Wings would shoot you with the AK the same way she shot Hooligan. You're being clever, Hooligan, saying, I can't believe it, actually. Entry-level Counter-Strike gun.
I'm trying to get some advice for myself here, G-Max. I just need to get a kill on stream.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe an AWP on a teammate. They wouldn't expect it. Khaled finds Angel Wings. You see how accurate that AG actually is if you just tap on it. But that AK from Rachel, she's going ham on 4 HP. Salty Monkey prevents Khaled from even getting out of that kitchen area. 4 rounds to 0. Looking strong. That economy for those counter-terrorists not looking strong at all.
Swinging all the way the terrorists there.
So
We
now
saw
they're gonna have to
Rachel
force-
and Casey that last round survive on less than 5 HP. Amazing play from them.
Dude, it's all about your post plant. You get onto site, you plant the bomb, and you wait for them to retake the site. And if you hold it off long enough and you cover your angles, you just wait for them. And that's what Energy's doing here. They're playing to their strengths. They're really just playing good Counter-Strike. And Evolve just not managing to answer back. And once again, caught in hand with pistols. Not to discount pistols. We've seen disgusting things with pistols. But just that it is not a nice position to be in at 0-4. Rachel opens up onto the Don. Speed is down to 8 HP, for example. So right now, it's pretty much a 3v5 against a fully kitted team of players with people to get onto sites as well. The bomb going to make its way all the way back from middle towards A, because look at the Energy team. They've cleared A already. The only players left on site is Khaled. He's waiting with that deagle. He wants that bomb plant sound, but he hasn't heard it. The step coming out from Angel Wings going to try and get this. Khaled just trying to find one of the deagle. Casey steps by the double peak. Make that 2. Hooligan hits the deck, and now Speed, that 8 HP player, going to get caught from behind by Kristen. So 5 rounds now to Energy.
A very dominant display by the terrorists. So taking a quick look at the scoreboard there, something I forgot to do way too often on the last round. We see Khaled and Speed being able to make a noise on the counter-terrorist side, and the rest of the team yet to get a kill. And for the terrorists, they're a fairly even distribution. Your girl Ray No-Chill seems to be leading the charge there.
Yeah, No-Chill will lead the charge. Salty Monkey going to catch up though shortly with another kill now onto the Don. This is what we want to see, man. What I want to see from Energy side, from Evolve side, they peeking into the common AWP placements. I don't know if Achilles, yes, he does find one though. He waits for Rachel to play aggressively towards middle. Locking down from the top of connector. Good place to hold it. Gives you the ability to switch out and check Palace, which is what he's doing now. Angel Wings lurking towards stairs. Khaled gonna catch her from behind, just hears the footsteps. Angel Wings gonna hear those bullets raining past, but Khaled doing well not to chase this down. Hooligan gonna be the man just locking down that B apartments area. Just in case that rotation comes in, the bomb towards CT, or towards T side, should I say. So one would assume it's going to be an A. The lurk going to come in, of course. Middle, Achilles going ham with the 2K. Khaled leaving just Kristen. Evolve is on the board. Well played to Evolve.
Good
Just
game there.
Patient gameplay, getting the picks, forcing the rotations. Early drop down from Rachel in connector. Kind of punished Finesse off there a little bit, because it kind of threw off their Counter-Strike style there, it felt like. Because after that, those CTs just waited it out. And they tried a big rotation back towards A ramp. Didn't really work out. Now, going to still have enough money for guns, which is good for them. Salty Monkey tries to go against Speed. Once again, who lives up to his name, Mindy?
Oof. Speed takes it there. But Ray No-Chill, I'm waiting to see what she's going to do this round.
Nothing, because Speed answers back. You missed
Speed
it.
gets that. I was watching Speed, man. We saw him get that massive quick scope. Took them down. His reactions are fast. I'm just throwing out words here, G, but I love seeing AWPers myself. It's something that one day I'm going to learn to do, because any gun that can take you down with a single shot is the gun for me.
AK-47 can do that if you shoot them in the head.
There's a big if attached to that, G. If you can shoot them in the head. At the moment now, I'm still aiming for the feet to hit the head.
If you shoot them in the big toe with the AWP, it's not going to kill them either. So, I don't know. Maybe me and you just stick to Dota 2, right?
That's where we belong.
Me and you with Dota 2. Hooligan, he's locking down B apps here. I'm going to just wait for Casey to step into this. This is going to be an interesting battle. Going to spot the head though. Casey gets the early peek, but Hooligan locking it down with his AUG. Going to get traded out eventually by Kristen, but has found 2 for his troubles. Now that bomb is getting to side. Speed misses the shot as Kristen drops down.
Very close there.
Now 1v2. Kristen waits for the guy to step out. This is awesome play versus Speed. 1v3, sorry. Doesn't matter though. Speed finishes that off. He played really well, picked up a 3k for his troubles. Looks like Evolve just needed to get that mid control with the AWP to start finding their rhythm.
And now do we see the terrorist team Finesse starting to have some economy problems? They've just lost 2 rounds in a row. The momentum has definitely swung in terms of Evolve side. They got their double AWP setup that we've seen them favoring even when they're...
Just look at those 3 deagles coming out from Finesse. Let's see if they can get an opener with one of these. They've also got upgraded to P250s for the long-range engagement. Let's not discount those pistols. I don't want to call it.
I promise you, G, if I have to eat my words again on an economy round, I'm I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Try mid-stream. PUBG where you do not see pistols.
Yeah. Let's just wait it out. Let's just see. This is, you see, they're not rushing into a site. They know that they've got deagles. So all that they're trying to do is Speed gonna find Kristen, does get hit in the shoulder, gonna be on 31 HP. Don finds Rachel. Now Casey rushes in, gonna switch out to that M4A1S. Nice little upgrade from your pistol though, as her teammates start to rush out towards that top of Apps area, but Salty Monkey unfortunately not managing to pick up Hooligan. He's tagged down to 51 HP. Casey now gets the intel on where he is, but Hooligan, he loves this AUG. He's locking it down on a 2k. Trying to make it a 3k. Angel Wings coming towards him as well. P250 in hand. Not much to work with. And Hooligan gonna find his 3k.
For a gun, I don't often see casting. Hooligan definitely plays with that COD gun very, very well.
Stop calling it a COD gun.
I thought that's what you called it, man.
But you said it condescending.
Am I supposed to respect the path less traveled?
Respect,
Definitely
wow.
so. If it's not a meta gun, I'm all for it, man. Surprise someone with it, and obviously we see Finesse underestimating what he can do with it there.
100%. I'm gonna just have to ask you to just take some mic control here for 2 seconds.
No worries, no worries. So after learning some interesting stuff from GMAX, we see my chance to commentate what looks like a Circa Blood B rush. Hooligan still standing there with his unusual sniper rifle, where Finesse Gaming has committed everyone to a B push. Very, very slow and steady. Leave the counter-terrorist guessing. Some interesting nades look to be going over the top. All the nades primed as Rachel starts to peek and creep through the apartments. First Molotov goes and it lands right in front of Hooligan. Doesn't get any burns on him. And he has suddenly realized that there are much more terrorists dropping through this apartment than he can handle. Speed with the big pick there, but gets taken down as Christian takes the Don. Rachel onto Hooligan. And will they get the bomb plant? Because the bomb is dropped in front of them. All of a sudden, we're stuffed with a 1v3 situation. Speed on that AWP. Not the ideal gun when there's so many people. Unfortunately, caught out from 2 sides there. We had Angel Winds peeking over the top of that vehicle and drops him down while he heard the bomb being planted.
Absolutely beautiful stuff, Mindy. I just could not stop you going there. That was a nice little solo cast, my man.
Welcome back, G. So we see the terrorists have paused the game now, having a bit of a break there. Salty mentioning tech. Must be some tech issues. Why don't we review the scoreboard now while we have a pause?
Yeah, let's have a look there. Looks like it's a little tie for second for energy. Salty Monkey and Kristen both on 8 kills. Rachel leading it up with 10 on Evolve's side. 7 kills for Colored, 7 for Speed, 5 for Hooligan, and 4 for Achilles. The Don not yet stepping up. 1 for 9. Come on, Don. Hey, Dom.
You see, he's representing my position in there. I remember from the few games of competitive Counter-Strike I got to play with you, G. I'm going to get shouted at for that. But I know the few games that I played with you is every team needs what's called a support. And I recently heard from some people who are telling me in Counter-Strike that the position of support does exist in Counter-Strike as well. There will be those players who will focus on sitting back, waiting till the end, buying up the utility. What's your comment on that, G?
Normally, I'm the support player in my team, but when I play with you, I feel like I carry you. So I can at least say in this regard, I carried Mindy once. That's not saying much. You don't play much Counter-Strike, so it's
But
not
that was a
really...
very heavy carry very heavy carry as well.
Let's take a minute to just shout out to the chat. 14 people still watching. Smash that like button, please, guys. It really does help the analytics. Peter, thanks so much for tuning in. Loving the stream. We love you guys being here. Queen, Maddox, Zeldine, Ashley, the double Ashley combo. And absolutely
nice.
fantastic so far, man.
Hopefully we'll get the game back on the ray now. It's 9 rounds into the second map. 10 rounds in now.
10 round. This will be the start of the 10th round. And a little cheeky pause. I think people will be using this time on the Evolve Gaming side of the map to just take some time out, think about the play styles, work out what works for you. They have found 3 rounds. It is doable from this position. They do have pistols, unfortunately, here. It's time to just play for some picks, maybe stack a sight. Try and answer back to that energy sort of slam dunk that comes onto sight.
I'm not even going to say it, because even though we have pistols on the counter-terrorist side, and however counter-terrorists already lost a member, excuse me. I haven't seen any contact yet, and Achilles is dead and out.
Yeah, he peeked that aggressively up against the AWP. An easy early kill for him, for her. That was Salty Monkey, of course, with the AWP. Casey finds Hooligan. The Don answers back. He's found Rachel with his Deagle posted towards the top of Cat, but Casey going to trade out this. Casey super sub working real hard. Some awesome kills coming out from her as Speed comes herself onto site, but Casey going to find him. She's now on a 3k up against these pistols. Colored with the Deagle, last man alive. Try and do something against these 3 energy players, and he is coming from Connector. I hope that you're on board with Colored right now, because we want to
taking a watch at him, see what he can do, if he can pull out some clutch plays in the 1v4 situation.
From Colored, yeah.
A very slow rotate happening here. Casually stroll.
This is the I'm not taking on 4 energy players stroll.
So is he trying to wait to see if they're going to be running from the bomb, get a pick off?
And he's going to hear this. She's on 6 HP, finds the headshot.
Go get the gun, go get the gun!
But he's just waiting to make sure that there's no backup. Krista comes out of the TV room and says, nope, mates, no gun for you.
Punished, but he did get the kill on that. So a good sneaky play. Realized that they'd be rotating there, didn't he?
Yeah. He kind of called that.
Knew it was going to happen. It's a bit of economy back on the CT side. The Don taking up the role of AWPer is an interesting choice there. I thought Colored was their designated
I
AWPer.
also thought Colored was the AWPer, and maybe the Don now just wants to get some kills on the board, show the boys what he can do. He's their sub, right?
From what I heard, the Don is a regular player, but he has been having some internet issues.
No swearing bad calls. Yeah, I'll hold myself back. Okay, Casey gonna get the opener. Don, there we go. AWP onto Kristen. That's the bomber. Alice, very critical kill there. But Casey's there to answer back. Don hits the deck without finding much, and unfortunately for Hooligan, out towards B, gonna be picked up from Angel Wings. Now Colored boosted up towards the top of that ticket booth, trying to find something over that smoke, but Casey steps out. This lady's movement is just impressive. Another 3k for her. Rachel gonna get that C4 on the floor. $300 bills in the bank with Speed rotating in. He does have that AK, and this is that util delayed usage that we're talking about. Just having that smoke grenade to put out towards CT, lock down one position that they're gonna come in potentially, and now forcing him to jump around. He's made footstep noises. I don't know if they've called this yet, but a nice lockdown. One just waiting. That is made. It's gonna rain in
and get the kill.
Rachel. Yeah, the cheeky I got you with the Kobe after death, but the quick scope from Rachel finds the critical kill anyway.
Well played by her there. Now, as I was saying, after a chat to Speed earlier on today, that the Don has been experiencing some internet issues. So there was a sub lined up today, but he would have tried to fix it and represent his team today. And we're glad to have them anyway. And unfortunately, tech issues is something we can all experience. I'm sure you've all seen what's happened to me so far tonight. So I'm at no surprise at all.
I can attest to the fact that you've had a couple of minor little issues. But
Minor
real
issues.
fun. Angel Wings gets the Don. That's the second kill as Achilles gets dropped down early on into the round. Now, forward live for Energy as they make their way out towards this B-bomb site uncontested. That 3-man stack still out towards A, trying to call this. They are going to try and spot Data and Connector, but Angel Wings too quick for Hooligan, and now going to hear the footsteps of Speed running through that jungle region, trying to get towards Kitchen, but forced towards CT because Salty Monkey's waiting on the other side. Angel Wings and Speed now in that little dual lock situation. Don't want to peek it. Angel Wings, look at this. This is patient. She knows that Speed has to walk that direction. He could have gone back towards CT, so she's going to check her angles. Khaled going to just lock down from middle, trying to pick up another one of these kills where he waits for the lurker. Casey probably more aware this time. Gonna just walk it, not running. You see, not making noise. Not taking the angle, unfortunately. Khaled does punish her. I'm gonna just stay with this AK behind mid boxes. Save that for the next round. But it's 9-3 to Energy.
A fool me once, fool me twice situation there between Khaled and Casey. I'm sure the next time that the bomb goes down, she's going to be checking every nook and cranny and box there is.
Yeah, and we're still going to see a buyout coming out from the CTs, of course. The double AWP now, the Don and Achilles. Still, Khaled not picking up the AWP. He saved himself an AK. Achilles going to drop early on. That's an expensive AWP buy to lose as these rush onto site. Salty Monkey going to pick up Khaled as he finds Angel Wings up towards Tetris. Salty on site now, planting that bomb. Casey going to throw a molly out towards CT. Unfortunately, just gets extinguished by the smoke. I hate it when that happens. They've got the bomb down. Post plant looking strong. Versus 3 on that CT side. The 4 on Energy's side. Locked and loaded. Holding down their angles with Evolve trying to come from literally everywhere to just save their guns now. They're not even contesting the site. They lost it early. And they've allowed Energy to get on site, plant the bomb. And they have to save these guns, Mindy.
I'm gonna pick up on something you said a little bit earlier, and I'm hoping it's more of a turn of phrase than an actual mechanic in the game. What is the interaction between smokes and Molotovs?
So if you, that's how you extinguish a Molotov, is by dropping a smoke on it. So if you throw a molly and it just lands too close to a smoke that's sort of locking down an angle, it will just put your whole molly down. So yeah, that's how you. I was
not aware of that. That is fascinating.
If one lands on your feet, drop a molly, extinguish it. And yeah, it's an interesting physic of Counter-Strike. There's also a weird bug with it. If you try and drop a smoke on like an angled surface, it will bounce and like bounce off the molly, and the Salty Monkey with a quick pick onto Hooligan. He's been playing up in apps, and the nade now going to come in from his teammates out on Cat. Salty Monkey's got this angle with the AWP trying to lock it down. Shots coming in from Speed though. He's found Angel Wings already on Cat. That's working out for him. Salty Monkey punishes him with that AWP. The molly coming in from Casey into that kitchen area. Just gonna slow down that retake potential. The Don gonna take damage from the molly as well. And eventually Kristen gonna finish him off. Now it's just Achilles out on Cat. That smoke, once again from Energy, just slows down these pushes from these guys. And he's forced to just hang back in ladder room versus 2 reasonably close players. 4 to do in total. Kristen picked up a 2k, Salty with a 2k. So everybody just working hard here. Salty's actually made her way to that top of the scoreboard based on points. Kristen, top of the scoreboard in terms of kills with 13. Khaled and Speed doing their part in the Don. He's only found 1. Achilles does add to his tally with Salty Monkey, but it's all about rounds in Counter-Strike, and that's the 11th for Energy right now.
And a definite momentum going towards Team Energy and the terrorists here. See if they can pull it up back onto the counter-terrorists as well. This is the 15th round, and it will be the sign for the halftime. Swap over on sides. Everything gets reset once again. But a very similar situation of what we saw happening in the first scrim, wasn't it, G?
Yeah, it's been that utter domination from Energy. 3 rounds in for Evolve here. Salty Monkey and Casey just answer back here. Khaled does find a disgusting little 1D onto Rachel. I'm a big fan of 1v kill. Speed finds Kristen as well, putting things back down into a 2v2 situation. Bomb not yet down, so the counter-terrorists don't have to force this. But Casey's going to quickly take advantage of that because Hooligan has to come out from Cat and Speed has already dropped down to Salty. So you don't want to do that, taking things one at a time. Salty just waits for Hooligan. And they've called this now. They've called it. An easy first half for energy, and it's now the pressure's on Mindy because the terrorist side dictates the pace, right? If you don't have good executions on terrorist, makes things very difficult. So never been more critical for Evolve to win a pistol round right now than it is now, because otherwise it's another 2 rounds before they can even afford a buy.
So we get some comments of packet loss, unfortunately, coming there from the terrorist side. But let's see what they can do. It looks like it's going to be a full B rush. They have to pull this off because you say they have 2 rounds before the full buy. They cannot afford another 2-round delay.
It's going to be up to Angel Wings. She's waiting about that. One that nade went deep though. Speed and Hooligan drop Rachel and Angel Wings respectively. Going to get that bomb down. That's some good economy in the bank. Once again, 300 coming their way. They do have a defuse to work with here, so they don't have to force it too hard. Khaled going to find Salty Mansion coming from 2 of the same choke points now. The last 2 energy ladies, Kristen and Casey, both partial down. Casey worse for worse on the team, and quick and easy for Evolve.
That's exactly what they needed.
And that's what they needed.
So will Evolve buy up now? Is that what's required from them? Looks like it.
Yeah, the force buy coming in, it feels like they're confident, but look at energy. They're not saving their pistols. They're upgrading to Deagles and the 5.7s.
So, interesting couple of gun choices that you speak through. Those aren't all SMGs, are they? We see a low-level assault rifle on Khaled.
We see one Galil, which is the poor man's AK-47, as Tiny would say. Shout out to my boy Tiny. And then the PP Bazone, also known as the Bison, but I like Bazone. It sounds more finesse.
Bit more classy, bit more fancy. Always got to keep that class.
Kristen and Casey, look at this. The pistols working out so far. 2 quick and easy kills as Achilles and Khaled hit the deck, and allows the energy ladies to go and upgrade. So Galil in the hands of Kristen. And is that an MP7?
On to Rachel.
MP7, MP9, MP7.
So explain to me why the terrorists would have left the bomb back at spawn at the beginning of that thing. So we see.
So you don't die with the bomb early on. Give them intel. Speed works hard with that buy zone. Unfortunately, going to be picked up by Angel Wings, leaving the Don as the last man. And this is going to be expensive. They forced up into this round, and are now possibly going to get reset because the bomb is lurking lowers going towards middle, and the Don gets Angel Wings, so that's critical for him, but the intel not given out. This allows the CTs to rotate in, and we should see a little spearhead maneuver as they lock down from all the choke points. CT, stairs, jungle.
Just collapsing down into him. Absolutely taking them apart. That was a very expensive mistake for Evolve there. Their economy is back in shambles. What are they going to be able to get with a...
They got reset. They now are in trouble, and it's allowed... If they're going to lose this round, that's the 14th round going Energy's way. Meaning that they had to kind of... They've spent everything here, though. Hooligan doesn't. He's got 2,400 to work with. But with, minimal loss bonus going to come in because of the reset. They're looking at a 14th round buy-up, I think, at this level. So I'm in middle and drop him down, so they're already a player short. This is not what you want to see on a pistol round for them, because now Kristen's found Achilles Speed and Hooligan lurking down towards low. As Kristen's called that, spraying down. Salty Man's going to come in to help out. Hooligan down to 9 HP, Speed on 13.
Two very damaged members for the terrorist team left there, and a very impressive nade drop there as well, taking about 50 damage off both of them.
Yeah, sub 50 HP is dangerous, sub 20 HP is critical. So if they were pilots now, the warning lights would be going crazy. They're going to come to finish things up with that UMP. No respect, run right in, Reno chill. Yeah.
Living up to her name there, G. Living up to her name.
Yes.
So now
But
let's
look at
see
this.
what the
Still-
terrorists are going to be able to pull out
Well,
on
only Hooligan has any money, so the rest of his team is broke AF.
and
so to
Hooligan
speak.
dropping back to that with the
Oh, it's a
utmost
force.
respect.
It's the
Cod
force,
gun.
So they need to make this work out for them. They've committed everything. The cod gun, as Mindy says. Oh, Hooligan is down. That is not looking good. Salty Monkey has found two. Achilles and Hooligan. Disgusting AWP stuff coming in from Salty here. He drops down towards low, is now looking for more. Fortunately for her, that bomb is out towards middle. Make that T-ramp. Sorry, very bad map call from G-Max. They are on T-ramp. The bomb's there. They've got one SMG, one Desert Eagle, and one Tech 9 to work with. And the spot coming out from Casey. Kristen going to find speed. Answer back with one, but now he's up against 4 energy players with one not in his hand. And just going to get flanked from behind as Angel Wings comes in to make that the 15th round for Energy Esports here. They are just making every map they play look like their map tonight.
And after that forced buy-up, there's not much the terrorists can do in answer on them. It looks like there's a scout on Achilles. It's going to be a forced buy-up round again, but there's not a heavy arsenal for the terrorists to even try and stay in this and force some more rounds out of this scrim so far. Double AWP on the counter-terrorist there. And Kristen still on that poor man's AK that she picked up from round 2.
Yeah, a little shot onto Khaled with her AWP towards top of apps. Also now just going to play aggressively and peek out to see if she can find more. Speed is towards lowers. We're going to just sneak his way out of there.
I'm wondering if that was a friendly fire or fall damage that happened
Rachel
there.
will spot the head of Speed going low. He's going to call this to her teammates most likely. Achilles is towards middle with that scout trying to find something as Kristen and it's dropping him down. Rachel finds Speed and now it's just Hooligan left and this is going to be Hooligan tries his best, but that's it.
GG Finesse.
Yeah, GG Finesse. That was a pretty impressive play coming out from them. 16-4-1 Mirage. Looking really, really strong. Obviously, they picked up cash as well. So 2-0 to Energy Finesse, Mindy.
Well done to everyone there. What I'm going to do in the meantime, G, is I'm going to let you talk through the last couple of rounds and some advice there. We are going to get both captains, as per usual, in to have a chat with, see if there's any comments between the two of them that they can pass on to someone else.
Sort of post-game chats. I wouldn't want to be in that position. Just saying.
Well, this is all in the spirit of scrims and growing the two teams.
Spirits of Counter-Strike, yeah.
So let's see what advice they can give. Also, what I'd like to hear a little bit more from Finesse, as this is their first time that they're with us getting casted. I'd like to get a bit more information on their team and where they've come from.
That sounds like something you need to do because you don't sound like you got any sort of knowledge on these Finesse ladies.
And I'm absolutely fascinated with them now. They had an amazing game, a disgusting game.
Yeah,
And
disgusting game.
if there's anyone who can help improve my game, I want some advice from these ladies.
Well, thanks. I could have given you some advice on how not to play Counter-Strike, but if
You
we
see,
want some
that is the
professional
thing,
opinion-
G. That is the thing. You've given me advice on how not to play Counter-Strike for so long. All this, stop rushing in, buy grenades. You can't play an entire game with just a deagle. I want to hear what I should be doing, not what I shouldn't be doing. So we see Monkey will be able to join us any moment now. And we're also going to get Speed from Evolve Gaming to join as well.
Dope.
How's it, Monkey? Thanks for joining us.
Hi, sure.
Well
Hey,
played there.
fancy
GG.
Oh, thank you. It didn't feel like a GG. It felt like we worked hard.
Oh, that's good to hear.
You guys did work hard though. That's what I was saying to Mindy. Like, good executions, good patient play. Is this map just changing to Italy now? Can I leave the server?
I think we're gonna leave the server off, and what I'd like to do is
With the Eagles. I'm kidding. Can't do that.
it's always good to see. Monkey, what I like to do for all our viewers is hear a bit of a history of your team. with Finesse, your players, what your different roles are, and everything for everyone to see. Introduce us to the girls of Energy Finesse, please.
Wow, that's sort of hard.
It's like a cheeky self-plug time.
Yeah.
Okay, so sponsors, right? Well,
There we
actually
go.
sponsored by Steel Series. Start with that. Steel Series and the Nexus and LG, a bunch of sponsors. I actually can't always remember all of them, but they're amazing. We all got together in March when Kristen and Cass dreamed up this idea of having a girls team. Well, Kristen dreamed up the idea, and then she got Cass involved, and then she sort of started scouting for a bunch of girls. Now, you did see 2 reserves playing tonight, which was Angel Wings and Casey. They are very, very new to the team. They've only been with us for 2 weeks, I think. So it's actually quite surprising how all of their smokes and stuff have landed. I was very, very impressed. I think half of mine didn't even land, and all of theirs did. Damn that damn mid-smoke. I can't even.
Yes.
Never wants to land. And then we got together with the idea, because all of us have been playing Counter-Strike games in general for quite some time, and it's very hard to find girls in the competitive gaming scene, especially in South Africa. And we wanted this team to sort of be something to look up to or inspire, to have more girls team playing and have just more girls in general play. Now, I know a lot of the times we will say, guys are so mean to you online. Honestly, it's really, really improved, and guys are really nice. So it's not actually really as much of an issue anymore as it was before. But you still don't see these girls playing in the competitive scene. So we just needed more girls to come and play and join the guys and whatever. And since then, we've seen really an influx of girl teams.
Been
We're
mad,
really
yeah.
happy with that. Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, that is so wonderful to hear. And something that Jeet did comment to me is your guys' rotations and the way you played and reacted to each other was on point throughout the entire match. What I'm going to do, Monkey, is I'm going to get Speed in from Evolve as well to bring in. You can have some friendly banter between the two, whether it's GG Easy Noob or some advice to hand on to either team, so it would be good to see. So let's get someone to bring Speed into here and have a chat with him as well.
GGEZ.
I don't believe that at all for a second. Competition is hard.
They're too nice.
Okay, fantastic. So let's get someone to move Speed in here. I'll bring him in a moment.
Maddox did poke me to
User was
ask.
moved to your channel.
There we go.
How's it going?
Dude, what's up, dog?
How's it, Speed? Welcome back on the stream. Just some friendly banter going across there, I notice.
Yeah, well.
We took a bet, me and G-Max here, that whether it would be some friendly advice, because the girls are too nice and too polite to give anything back to you. But there we have it. Noob. That was a very interesting gameplay to watch between the two of you.
We just. Do you mind moving Achilles in?
We'll bring
IGL.
Achilles as well in. Yeah. Let's bring him right in here.
User was
teaming
moved
up
to your
against
channel.
Now they
me.
team no.
2v1, it's what's needed. Don't feel bad at all, Monkey, because it just shows that 2 of them are required to even come in.
No, but
Alright.
it was a really fun game to cast as well. From my side, I think that Evolve, like, you guys just had like a couple of rounds that you just didn't, kind of throwaway rounds that you could have capitalized on a little bit more. If you rewatch the VOD and stuff, you'll see the movements from Finesse's side, very patient play. They don't really peak aggressively unnecessarily, and they take sort of 2v1 situations as much as possible. Always someone ready for the refrag. It's just things like that. Of course, their executions and stuff onto site were also pretty beautiful, but it was nice Counter-Strike to see from my perspective.
It was. From our side, I think what we saw quite a bit, like your aim is good. A lot of times you surprised me a hell of a lot. If I came around a corner and I was like, oh, sat. But you guys waste quite a bit of util. Like early round, you will like nade, molly flash, and then
You don't stage it.
yeah, and then we sort of either know where you are because we counted the util, or we sort of know what you're going to be doing. And then your nades, even though they can be really beneficial, they haven't really done much, because like I'll see a nade come through and it'll be exactly where I am, but a nade only does 50 damage.
Yes.
So I'll just leave it and then just run away afterwards. So maybe just have a look at your useful usage. But other than that, wow. I got sacked by your Orba a bunch of times. I was mad. Especially
there was some quick orb shots like all around. I always get caught out with, like, I'm trying to switch between players and I just get this disgusting little quick flick. I like quick flick orb shots. Five orbs. That's what I want to see next.
Shall we go play Dust 2 then?
A double orb setup on T side is also kind of weird for me to see. Like,
From us.
unless it's like super strong, you've got like 2 really strong orbers that are, you know, locking down specific choke points, like trying to just get entries. Like, it doesn't always work out on a T side. On a CT side, I'm all for double orb setups. I'm not just a fan of T-sided double orb setups personally.
Like you see on our side, yeah, on our side tonight. I mean, I don't know. I think we've been pushing the guys a little bit too hard.
Guys got grilled.
Yeah, no. I mean, this last couple of weeks they've
that was
been,
just
you know,
massive.
putting in crazy amount of hours, and I just think, you know, maybe a week or two of downtime, and because I mean, we weren't gelling together, we weren't buying fast enough, there wasn't one good execute. You know, just small things that in our previous match, you know, it was so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we knew we had very difficult game coming in, and we just didn't expect ladies aggressive. I mean, not aggressive, but I mean, they were setting the
Speed.
corners, they were patient.
Yeah, but also
I mean-
like that was another thing, is like with a lot of teams coming into sort of play against the sort of more experienced teams or teams that have been practicing a lot, like that sort of just raw speed of getting into a bomb site or checking your corners when doing your entries and stuff like that. They are quick, so if you get caught, a lot of the time your players were caught with a molly in hand, for example, like that sort of costs your team that round in that regard, because you're not expecting the quick push or, you know, a well executed movement.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I got caught with my pants down.
Mindy, please
I think 9
get
rounds on it.
Rachel pulled in.
Sure, I'll bring Rachel in as well.
Fangirl.
User was moved
And
to your
finally,
channel.
we see both teams are even now, 2v2.
Ray no chill.
Yeah, I feel like it was only I don't even know what I wanted to say another way.
a little bit uneven.
Hey?
It was Ray against the world of Mirage. Jesus, you had me with my pants down on aim. Well played, well played.
Rachel no chill. She just runs, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
Ray
even
no
Yeah,
chill.
know.
I was like, this running
Casual
concept
30
is
bomb on
really
cash.
Like it.
Easy game.
They were sending we were sending 2 players fucking A ramp the whole time just for you.
A lot of respect going your way there, Rachel. It was brilliant games coming through.
Yes, you guys sound like fan max, man.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you have your own fan club.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a little bit of the serious side of this conversation now. It was a great game by both of you. Thanks for the comments going between both teams. Always in the name of scrimming, it's great to see some growth in caring about your teams. I want some help from you guys. So I've recently started playing Counter-Strike. As you can see, if you play with me, I have my 5-year veteran coin, which has resulted in me getting my first 30 hours game time this last week. So
You also learned tonight that you can put out a Molotov with a smoke.
see, I'm learning different tricks
Every day.
every little game. It's fine. This week it was Molotov out with a scope. Last week was the difference between an AWP and a scout. Is there any advice that some competitive players such as yourself can give me?
I wanna just throw a little shout out to our in-game leader, Kristen. She's like so pretty, and I love her so much. Thanks,
Those are so nice, man. She's like,
No,
You see?
I'm being exited. They don't love me back.
how is that? So how does that help Mindy get better at Counter-Strike?
Yeah,
I don't
thank you so much.
understand.
So I want to be able to reach the point where I can play with Gmax.
like
Gonna be
good,
really
good,
good. You
hey?
should play with G-Max. Like he carries me daily in MM. Like it's the only way I got to Ali. No jokes.
What a joke.
Oh, that's great to hear. But you see, when I play with Gmex, the advice he gives me is no, don't do that. He never tells me what I actually should do.
Well, after a million, no, don't do that. So you only have the right things left to do.
You're not helping. Don't support G in that.
No, I love it. I think that's the best thing that anyone's ever said. Like, eventually you run out of things that you can't do, and you're forced to just aim at their head and not their feet.
It doesn't work. I don't believe you.
Press mouse 1.
There we go. So thank you so much, guys, for joining it. And thank you for all our subscribers there. Thanks for the likes, the subscribes, and the support viewing this. We had some wonderful teams to watch tonight. We are definitely giving away stuff tonight. So,
How do they win?
how do they win? Well, G, welcome to the stream. You're the guy who helped started me streaming, gave me all the advice that I could need. We have 2 or 3 games to give tonight. If anyone wants to enter that, please make yourself known in the comments. Put some words down.
Maybe we get a hashtag EN in chat.
Oh, it's
And
hashtag EN. Let's
hashtag EN to
Oh,
enter the
hell
giveaway for today. We'll do it based on the teams that win. That's sick.
Fantastic, fantastic.
I'm full of good ideas. So let's get a hashtag EN. That's how you enter in. Once you are entered, then Dom will do a giveaway using a random name generator. Because if I have to pick, I'm going to
Well, I'm
be
saying
biased.
that if I
Just
don't
saying.
win,
You can't pick Rachel.
I think it's rigged.
Well, G,
Sense,
thankfully,
sense.
because I know so much about what I'm doing here, is I'm going to require a little bit of input in terms of doing the random number generator, because I'm currently trying to beat a bot in a 1v1 in Counter-Strike here. And he's my nemesis. He's my nemesis. I was just seeing if I could get any attempts in some advice to get this guy down.
No, you have to do the giveaway. You can't just
I hear you. So let's jump out of this and let's get this giveaway going.
Literally just Google random name selector.
Well, I'm literally doing this random name selector.
Just say
Okay.
Rachel.
Live on stream, everyone. Let's get some support here. So we got a random name selector. Then I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to input names. Do you want me to read them to you?
Yeah.
G-Max?
Let's read through the names. So
G-Max?
Gmax.
Rachel.
Emax.
Rachel.
No, I'm kidding. So let's be serious here. Let's get Ashley Chetty. Kristen. Okay, are you typing fast?
Yeah.
You're doing the fast typing. Okay. Ashley Chetty.
My spelling's
Kristen.
gonna be terrible because I'm gonna get
That's
all these
fine.
people's names spelt wrong, but they'll be in.
Don't-
Don't forget Ashley Power, my role model. Thanks.
We have
Zaldine.
Queen Gamer.
No.
Whoa. Let's get one coming to it. So I've got Ashley, Chetty, Kristen.
Zaldine.
Rachel.
Bro, I don't even know what you're saying there.
Zaldine.
Zeldine.
Zaldine.
There we go.
Ashley
Zeldine.
Powell. Black Stallion. Mr. Method. TVNHD.
Whoa. NHD. There we go.
Wait. Timmy poked me and said, "Got us covered." What?
Got us covered.
As he
So
said, that's
hopefully that is our stream
Wait, are
admin
people
who's
gonna-
vanished.
Wait, are people gonna see you typing badly into the internet?
They're watching me typing badly, misspelling everyone's live on stream. There's like
I
no
hate
even
you.
questions. But then there's going to be no way anyone can say that it's not been
You
a.
really could, but then that would have been easy mode. And it's
Would have
more
been
fun
easy
to
mode.
watch Dom struggle, to be honest. Dude, what adverts are playing like on your YouTube now?
Are there adverts on my YouTube?
Dude, there's Med Lemon. There's like little something about
What?
a baby. How to
Sponsored by
bath
Medlemon.
Dude, how to bath a baby is your sponsored ad.
I don't. No. This is not my sponsored ad. This is the website I'm using, you fool.
What have you
Bruh,
been
what have you been googling?
I
bro?
googled random name picker.
No, before that. Obviously,
Before this?
Before that, how to bath a baby.
Oh well, I can explain the how to bath the baby because I got myself a little baby bird, which is the cutest thing ever. So I'm like, how do I
Please
bath
move,
my
Kristen.
baby? And it's like all human babies. You didn't understand. I meant my little bird. I got a
Please
parrot
move,
who's
Kristen.
sleeping in the corner.
Please move.
Please move, babe.
Bring Kristen in.
Let's move to
Oh,
your
babe.
Honestly, guys, if I
Jay.
didn't not have permissions, I would totally leave the channel.
Felt so
Not
lonely.
passive aggressive.
Oh dear. Okay, so give me some more names. You have about
Rachel.
7 names in the chat.
Did you have,
Rachel,
Did you put
Rachel?
Rachel? Did you
Rachel's
put
in.
Queen? Did you put Queen?
Queen,
Queen Gamer, yeah.
Queen Gamer, Rachel. If Kristen is there, why can't I be there?
You can all be there.
Anyone can be there. I'll even put
Babe,
GMAX
yep.
in there just for the hell of it.
Me in there, I'll
G-Max
win
can't
it,
be
dude.
there.
What?
G-Max
No, now
wins
put
too
me
much
in
in
there.
life.
No, now put me in there.
He thinks he's lucky, but he's not.
Hey,
Hey, have you met his girlfriend? Of course the guy's lucky. Hello?
Yeah,
exactly, dog.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names so far. And if anyone's watching in the chat and they've...
Maddox says, must I do the list? I think that's actually a safer option.
There
Like,
we
I'm
go,
not
much
telling
safer.
you-
Let's get
I'm not
someone who
telling you.
knows what they're doing to
Yes,
do the list and to
please.
get in there.
Because Mindy is a potato.
Absolute potato.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't have a clue what's happening. So,
Potatoes are good because they come with French fries.
I'm
That
going
sounds
to...
like it's gonna be a tweet.
While you guys get the names together, I just want to give a big shout out to the girls. Thanks for an awesome game tonight.
Oh, thanks, P.
And
Oh, thank
the only
you.
tip I've got from my side is a bit more patience. So I got you
Bit more
guys pushing B a few times, and then also you guys weren't ready for my dry peaks on A. I got quite a
Yeah,
few
but you're
kills
too
there.
good fast, dude.
Whatever.
That's not
just
about
because there's not a
patience, dude.
flash
That's
doesn't
just
mean I'm not gonna
because-
shoot.
That's just because you're too good fast, dude.
And Richard, have you got Richard
Awesome,
in the...
man.
Oh wait,
Thanks,
Maddox
guys.
is doing the
Cool.
list. No,
Cool.
yeah, big shout out to all you guys representing local CS. It's sick to see.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun. And if you enter the giveaway, good luck. Let's see what goes out. We're going to be giving away a...
What is the giveaway?
What are we even giving away?
Let's make a decision here. So I've wanted to give away a game that I used to play all the time as a kid in the arcade. So I got a copy of Metal Slug X. It's an awesome little game.
Boss.
I was actually waiting for Teletubbies, but it's fine.
you judge me too hard. Then
my kid game. Okay.
let's keep this old school. So me and G, we've known each other for what 10, 12 years now. I remember playing games for you back
So
when we
long,
should have been
dude. You're
studying in
saying,
varsity
"What?
at some point."
Max?" Actually, not put any of us. We actually like each other. Rude.
There we go.
Most of the time.
So I remember a game I used to play with you in the IT halls at Wits. We used to play like Quake 3 Arena.
Oh, wow.
Okay, like let's give a bit of context to the story. We went to Wits University for our first year, super pumped up to get a degree, and then we spent the whole year playing games, and it didn't work out for us at Wits University.
Not at all,
I don't-
yeah.
But we had a good time playing Quake 3 Arena. I'm not gonna lie.
And
And
the
Dota
days
1.
before Dota 2 was the original Dota, the mod for Warcraft 3.
Stop making everyone seem old now.
Man, I like reminiscing. Don't judge me too hard. So let's give away a copy of Quake 3 Arena.
To watch his little bird yet.
Oh, shame.
See,
guys.
I'm learning these things. I'm learning these things.
Shout out to the Voodoo Dolls. They've all watched the game.
Yes,
Such
Voodoo
great
Dolls.
supporters.
Yeah, totally.
So let's give away
Hashtag.
copies of Metal Slug X, Quake 3 Arena, and yeah, Dota 2, guys. I'll send you a Steam link for that and everything. And
What is
because
it?
anyone who was really, really smart watching my stream earlier while I was opening up the random number generator, there was about a 3-second flicker of 2 CD keys that are going to be active from now until Monday. So the first 2 people to get those or review the stream and get those, that's just my own messing up. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I actually opened up my list of stream keys live on stream. Thankfully, there were only 2 in that one.
Why did you tell people that now?
Because then I don't need to do like 4
You're such a
giveaways.
potato. Dude, you're such a potato.
Dude,
I
such a
can't
potato.
deal with you sometimes.
You're
That-
a French
Wake
fry.
up. You're
That's
French.
Easter eggs. There's an Easter egg in the stream, guys.
So Timmy, will you please
Everybody
give us
type.
2 winners? I'm gonna just send him a poke now.
If I'm not there, it's rigged.
I'm gonna poke him right now and call for 2 winners.
Why don't you just get the list from him so you can do the thing live so that when I win, they don't think it's like a
Okay,
little-
here we go. So he's been moved in. He's muted right now. Welcome to the stream, Maddox. Will you please do a live announcement of our 2 winners?
Maddox.
So for the first one of Metal Slug X,
Is this a real Maddox though? Can you sign my profile, please?
What
So
a
the
troll.
first winner is
Let's
Queen
go.
B.
Queen V winning Metal Slug X, and
Oh,
our rigged second winner, GMAX.
Right,
Oh,
I'm going
wow.
for second
That's
winner.
rigged. That is so
No, it's not.
rigged.
He was
It's
kidding.
rigged.
He's going to draw it still.
I'm done.
Stop throwing shade.
Rigged. Rigged.
You know what? Someone
Rigged.
talking about
Rigged.
throwing shade. Look at Twitter today.
And then second winner goes to Richard.
Max.
Richard.
No.
That's my.
Congrats,
that's my
winners
second
there.
account, so I'm so glad.
That you can, I could tell all the way. Thank you very much for the assistance, Maddox, and thanks guys for joining. It was absolutely wonderful.
If you guys haven't smashed that thumbs up button and subscribe to Mindy's channel, because he
Subscribe
does
to
these
you,
cool things. He does these
Done,
cool
done.
things.
Random stuff all the time.
Why
On
did
top
my
of that,
name pop up on the screen when I subscribe? Feel
Because
disappointed.
we're trying to keep it classy, okay?
Yeah, I don't want Rachel's name everywhere. Gosh.
on top of that, anyone who's interested in winning a copy of PUBG eventually, you got to get over to Gmax's channel. Gmax,
Okay,
shout out for
okay.
yourself.
Yeah, you can find me on Gmax Gaming. It's been super sick. It's your boy Gmax. I've loved casting with you, dog. And I have to do. If I don't do the It's Your Boy Gmax, then what is
Was
life?
it really a good stream then?
Was it a stream even?
It was a good stream. Okay, it was solid.
I love
Well-
watching
Because of the
G-Max
talent.
streams. He always goes and then he comes back and he's like, oh my gosh, you're